this is Marlene from the Buying Space channel. The package here that was sent priority mail, 2 days. And she has plastered it with priority tape. I previously had problems in getting things on my porch. So for a while I had people deliver things to the post office box. And I had this seller send me things UPS. You know what the brown can do for you. And they developed problems with packages that are being delivered in the post office box by everyone, because the post office was putting small packages inside my post office box, not in a locker. And then my box was full and they were sending back my first class mail. And then UPS was sending notices to me that they were going to deliver on Wednesday. So I stayed home all day Wednesday. And then the last minute, like the last half hour of their delivery window, they sent me another notice they were delivering on Thursday. So I got to sit home 2 days for 2 out of her 4 packages. And none of this is her fault, because I did request UPS because I was having problems with the regular USPS. So, beside of my original problems, USPS weren't all that bad. So, right now, I'm having some of my packages sent to the post office box, and some sent to the physical address, depending on what it is. So if you hear somebody say, "Oh, you got to send Myra's mail or packages to the post office box," don't listen to them. The address to send my packages will be on my PayPal. And if you have a question, before you do the postage with me, and it might change, like if I order for Misty again, I might have her send the next package to the post office box. So it really depends upon what I am estimating the size of the package to be. So it could change with every shipment. So you have to have that communication open with me. And a couple of times I've just left it up to Kismet. But anyway, this seller is Misty's Treasure Chest. And here's her very professional invoice. And she wrote, "Paid. Thank you, Myra," on the corner. Let's see what treasures I have for Misty's Treasure Chest. Have some plastic here to protect things. Lots and lots of plastic. Oh my goodness. Where did all this plastic come from? Okay, here we go. Nope, that's more plastic. More plastic. More plastic. More plastic. Oh, here we have a box. Oh, it's got tape on it. Okay. I don't want to pull any print off the box. Do this very slowly. Okay. And we have another item in here that's bubble wrapped. And we have a third item over here in the corner. I'm going to use that box for plastic. Okay. This is something I was very happy to get. I've been trying to replace this item. I had one break years ago, and I had just replaced it. And then, after I just replaced it, there was a hole that fell in the floor of my bathroom, and the one I replaced it with got broken. So, and then I ordered one from somebody, and it got broken. So finally, I do have a ring holder. It's very nice and heavy. Love it. Glad to have it. Really need it. Okay, and here we go. We have a bubble of jewelry in here. Let's see. Very nice leaf brooch. Yes, ma'am, that's a brooch. I'm going to set that on my ring holder. Just temporary, and she's at this lovely bag. Let's see what's in here. Oh, yes, I remember this. I had some difficulty getting this item because somebody else, Doug, I think his channel name is Douglas Boutiques, had swooped in and got this item, and I was like, darn, I didn't even have time to put it in the chat, and we moved on, and we came across an item that Doug wanted more that's like this, and he asked Misty, you know, Misty, can I change that item out from the pineapples to whatever he wanted? And she said, sure. And I was like, pineapple style. And I had to type it in the chat 3 times before she noticed, because she was moving on to the next set of very glitchy salt and pepper shakers. And these are just adorable. They're perfect for Florida. Just absolutely perfect. Pineapples symbolically mean hospitality. I lived in my community that I lived in, the county really that I lived in. There was this lady named Miss Dolan. She had this big cabinet of over 100 salt and pepper shakers. And I would go in there just as a little girl, really small little girl, and she'd make me put my hands behind my back. I couldn't touch any of them. But I was just fascinated with that huge collection of salt and pepper shakers. Now, I'm not going to do that. But this chopper is, oh, that's the Spanish. It's called a personal trimmer. Isn't that delightful? But it cuts paper. And my daughter, when she worked at the library, one of her fun things that she liked to do was they had one of those huge ones that was like the size of this table that you would chomp down, and she would go in there and she would make confetti, and she would cut up papers for the librarian to use. Sometimes, you know, the silhouettes of children and fruit or whatever was for the month, hearts in you know, Valentine's Day, and she would chop up and cut paper, and she loved it. So I thought this little miniature one for home would be great for us to make cards and do paper crafts with. And then I got this. Now I already have one of these. Now you may say, Myra, why does anybody need 2 of those? Well, the other one, I can't hardly push the arm down anymore. It's slightly different than this one. And it came in a bundle with this, so I decided to go ahead and get a second one because the one I have is, it doesn't push down too good. Okay, yeah. This one will probably be easier to use, so, and also, you know, my daughter and I, if we get into paper crafts, we might need 2 of them. And have stuff going projects going in my bedroom and projects going in here at the same time. Yep, that's the price of it. But yeah, let's see if there are any holes. Yeah, I got a free hole. Look at that. But I enjoy hanging out Misty's. Of course, you know, I've told you in prior videos that what I'm doing with my channel and my life is going to change. That I'm going to be going to less auctions. And if I do, it's just going to be to hang out. And I'm going to be getting things out the door instead of in the door. Which, the day that I said that, I've gotten 3 packages. I prepared 1 package to go out the door, and I got 3 packages. Of course, I have another 2 packages, or 3, ready to be mailed too, that they've been around for weeks, because I was waiting for a deadline. But so I actually am, there's more outgoing right now than incoming, so I'm happy about that. But there is going to be a paradigm shift. I want to thank everyone who has provided me, including Misty, the deals that you've given me through the months. And, well, with Misty it's been months, but for those of you that I've known for a very long time, yeah, I'm going to miss buying at auctions, but I need to start buying space instead of buying items, so that I can not leave a burden on my family when I go. Now, I'm not terminally ill, technically, and, you know, but my health is bad. I'm disabled, and I want to sit back and relax more, and having to constantly manage things has become more difficult, so I'm going to get stuff out my door instead of having to come in, unless it's food. Or, you know, the other day I bought coffee filters from Save Here First, Miss Ella. So practical items and consumables, but hardware and stuff. I've even bought a scale now, so I can measure packages, and I'm going to try to get stuff out of here at relative cost. I don't really want to make money, even. Imagine that. And I don't want it to cost me an expense to get rid of it either. In other words, I know how much I paid for these. I could turn around and resell these and charge the postage, and I wouldn't make any money. Actually, I'd lose money on the postage that I paid for them to come. So, I'm going to have to think about that. I might raise the price a little to cover the postage. So that way my cost in receiving this item and sending it back out would be 0. I don't want to go have expenses and go in the hole on any item, and I also don't want to make any money. So I just want to redistribute things so they don't end up in the landfill and they end up someplace where somebody appreciates them, and they don't end up in some box in some closet. You know, I think there is enough people in the world that need things that everybody can have a set of whatever kind of glitchy salt and pepper shakers they want, and we'll all be happy. So I'm about recycling and redistributing, and I thank all of you for catching things before they might have gone in the trash or in a dumpster at a storage unit auction, or the people that dumpstered off, and to source from everywhere. I really appreciate you, especially the ones that do vintage items like this, because, you know, this is not being manufactured. We're not creating by selling vintage and used items. You're also preventing the need for manufacturing new items, because people go, okay, I'm going to go get a new salt and pepper shaker set that's being made right now in some factory in China by children. You know, I mean, you don't think that when you think about buying a new salt and pepper shaker. But what are you supporting, and which is better for the planet, is kind of what you need to ask yourself when you buy an item. And I've been thinking about that for a long time, and that's one of the reasons I end up buying at auctions from mainly people that did storage units at first.